here to a do of Naruto Rewind, so without further ado, let's begin. So let's start with a recap. So the recap was that Naruto woke up to see tips of this grayish blue color in his hair. And he had a little horn in his head. He didn't really mind it, of course, because he just thought that day was the graduation exams and he had no time to waste. So he got ready, did his early routine, and gone to the graduation exams. No one really noticed his horn because it was pretty small and it was hiding under his bangs. And Naruto obviously passes. Mizuki doesn't have no one to do his dirty work for him, so he has to do it by himself, which of course he gets caught anyway. And then after that day, it was a day for the teams to be assigned. The teams were still in canon because in canon, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura. Each one of them had a reason to be in the team, in my opinion, or has to be balanced or some sort. But this thing, is just for plot. So Kakashi still comes late as usual. They did their introductions, and Sakura, being the little simp she is, actually asked Sasuke on a date when Kakashi and Naruto leave. So that's basically the whole recap, so let's continue. And let's start with the story. Naruto woke up and feel a bit different. He did his early routine, and when he looked in the mirror, he saw that most of his hair is fading to this odd grayish blue color, and one of his eyes was turning red. And his horn got bigger, which got him really confused. Like this. Kind of like this. He looked pretty confused because one, his horn got bigger and is now pretty noticeable. His eyes were turning red, and he had a new outfit, so I wanted to change his outfit, so yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, he's going to be like his ninja headband is going to be kind of like Shikamaru's, just tied around his arm. So yeah. So without further ado, let's continue. So Naruto got ready, and Naruto saw this and he was quite confused, and obviously he ate because he knows Kakashi was lying, and yeah. So he would prepare. After that, he thought to himself that he should go to the library because he remembers reading someone who has the same features as him. The hair, the horn, and the red eye. So Naruto would get the Naruto would get his bento and get his little backpack and leave. He also packed some candy apples because of course he's as obsessed with them as he's obsessed in ramen, the original. Naruto would go to the library and borrow a book, which was called The Life of Eri Uzumaki. Yes, I'm taking the name from Eri from MHA, so yeah. She's going to be the sister of Mito Uzumaki, the Hashirama's wife. That's the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki before Kushina. So just imagine Eri from MHA, but that's an older Eri that is wearing a thing that's similar to Mito, something that's similar to Mito. Okay? Naruto read this description about her Kakegenkai whatsoever. Naruto thought this was really interesting and thought that he should practice it and one day show it to Lord Third. Or at least show it to Lord Third once he got a good grasp of it. Naruto knew that Kakashi would be 4 hours late because Kakashi is also pretty known for being late. So Naruto would just read this book about the Kakegenkai and how to use it, and Naruto then saw a little scroll in it. a little scroll that, and Naruto noticed it was a blood seal. So Naruto would by his thumb and then drip the blood on the seal, and the seal would open. Naruto would read the secrets of this Genkai, which was really interesting for him. So after that, Naruto would begin training on his little Genkai. Since he is a fast learner, a quick learner, he would get this pretty good. So this is how he got it. So he got it done. He could only rewind 24 hours of his time without passing out. But if he does almost like a full year or whatsoever, he has a good grasp on it, to say the least. He can rewind 24 hours on somebody's time. So he's pretty much a pretty good medic. Naruto can rewind 24 hours of the time of each living thing. If he goes over 24 hours, he would be pretty exhausted. For example, but thankfully he's an Uzumaki, and Uzumakis have a ton of chakra. So, with the 24 hours, it took about 1/4 of Naruto's chakra. So Naruto won't be exhausted that easily. So Naruto also know that Naruto can actually fast forward things. Kind of like Eri from MHA, he can actually fast forward the things, and the thing will have its features, memories, whatsoever. For example, he fast forward a person. That person will have all the memories of the future, have the strength of his future self, and whatsoever. So he practiced this for 2 hours and 43 minutes. Naruto saw it was already 2 hours and almost going to be. It's pretty much near almost but not really going to be almost 3 hours that he was gone. He didn't really want to hear that Banshee scream. So he decided to play it off that he was there the whole time. And Sakura didn't notice him because he was simping over Sasuke-kun. So Naruto would just stuff and leave and be pretty stealthy and just sit on a tree where Sasuke and Sakura wouldn't really notice. And Naruto can hide his chakra, but not really. So Naruto would just read his book and eat some candy apples. Sakura would say, "Ugh, where is that Naruto? He's already late, and where's Sensei?" As Naruto would just eat his candy apple and actually had a noise that left a noise, and Sakura noticed a noise, and she looked at the tree and she saw Naruto there. Sakura asked, "Naruto, you've been here the whole time? How long have you been there?" Naruto would say, "I've been here the whole time, ever since 5 a.m. You've been marbling around Sasuke, so you didn't really notice me. That's pretty bad for a ninja." I'm sorry for the cut, guys. Now let's continue. Sakura would get pretty mad and Naruto would say, "Well," and Sakura asked, "Wouldn't you be puking right now because you're eating?" Naruto would say, "No, I'd rather puke and be overprepared than starve and be underprepared." And Sakura and Sasuke's stomachs would grumble, and they would both look at Naruto. Naruto would say, "What? It's not my fault you guys didn't eat." It's not my fault you guys didn't eat." As Sakura would say, "You're so selfish, Naruto. Couldn't you just give me and Sasuke some?" As Naruto would say, "Huh, a no is a no, Sakura. Shinobi should be prepared and to see through deception." I can't believe you don't know that. I thought you were the smartest one in the academy. One of the smartest Konoichis in the academy. I'm just gonna do this. As Naruto would just put a barrier seal around the tree, and Sakura would as Naruto would jump down and flip, and then when he landed on the ground, he placed a barrier seal on the tree so that he won't, get annoyed by Sakura. And he also put a sound barrier on the barrier so that he couldn't hear Sakura's noises or Banshee scream or whatever. Naruto would just continue to read with Sakura just screaming at him and screaming at him outside the barrier, and Naruto's just reading and minding his own business. And he's also eating that candy apple, which is actually torturing Sasuke and Sakura, because they could hear the taste of food, and they're actually starving right now, and they're being actually mentally tortured by Naruto. Naruto actually wanted this because he wanted to teach them a lesson about, and he also didn't like Sakura, but he also didn't like Sakura, so yep, it's a win-win for him. An hour would pass, an hour and 15 minutes later, Kakashi would arrive, say, "Hello, good morning." As Naruto would, and he would see and Kakashi would see Sasuke and Sakura on the floor, and he would see Naruto just finish eating his candy apples and just reading his book. Kakashi would think, "So, he knew the trick, huh? Oh shoot, I guess he mentally tortured them too. About eating those sweet candy apples. I should probably ask him for one. Those look really they look really delicious." As Kakashi would say, "Hello, good morning. Today's a wonderful day." As Sakura would go off on Kakashi, and Sasuke is pretty mad, but he doesn't show it. Naruto was laughing at the sight and was wheezing. Kakashi would say, "Naruto, what happened?" And of course Kakashi knows about this, and Naruto would say, "Turns out I have a Kikagenkai now. Woo! Isn't that amazing or something?" By this time Naruto already taken off the sound seal and the barrier seal. I should say, "You don't really sound excited about it." Naruto would say, "It's a Genkai that didn't you know about it, Kakashi-sensei?" Kakashi would say, "In fact, yes I do. In fact, it's called Rewind." Naruto would say, "I already know that, Kakashi-sensei. I read a book about the one who has had this Genkai, which was Mito Uzumaki's sister, Eri Uzumaki." Kakashi would nod his head in agreement, and after that, Kakashi would explain the bell test, and Sakura would ask him that there's only 2 bells. Kakashi would say that only 2 of them will pass, and one of them has to go back to the academy, which shocked both Sasuke and Sakura, but Naruto knows it was just a fluke or a joke. After that, when Kakashi said start, all of them jumped into the bushes. Naruto think that Knowing that this test was all about teamwork, he wants to go try to talk to Sasuke first because he knows Sakura is stubborn and won't even listen to him because whatever Sasuke does, she does. So he's just going to use Sasuke as a puppet for Sakura. So, and Naruto was pretty lazy about this, but he knew he had to, or at least had to even try. If they don't really work together with him, he has to go with Plan B. Naruto came to Sasuke and body flickered next to him because he sensed his chakra. Sasuke would say, "How did you get here?" Naruto would say, "Okay, Sasuke, okay, I don't want to explain this once or twice, but this test is about teamwork. In order to beat Kakashi Sensei, we had to work together to get one of those bells." Sasuke would say, "Why don't you just hog those bells for yourself? And plus, you're way under me. I'm an Uchiha elite, and I don't need your help. I'm an Uchiha elite, so get out of my way. Should you work together with Sakura or something?" Naruto would say, "She's just an annoying fangirl. And plus, the best job for her will be a diversion. Even that, she would fail. She would fail at being that. She would barely give us any openings." And Sasuke would just nod, saying, "True." So Sasuke, do you want to work together? Sasuke would say, "Of course not. I'm a Uchiha elite. Leave me alone." Dope. As Naruto just rolled his eyes, saying, "Well, at least I tried. Well, time for the pink cat Banshee." He stood body figure to Sakura, saying, "Hey yo, Sakura." Sakura would say, "Ah, Naruto! Why are you here? I need to go find Sasuke-kun." Naruto just sighed, saying, and he would think to himself that he's already going to regret this already. Naruto would say, "Alright, so this test is about teamwork, yada yada yada." I already explained the rest to Sasuke. I don't really want to go this again, but this test is about teamwork. And in order to get the bells, you have to use teamwork. This test is about teamwork. Even if we get one of the bells or beat Kakashi, we'll still fail. Sakura would say, "No, I'm not doing this with you. You might just take the bells for yourself. And plus, I won't be with Sasuke-kun." Naruto would just facepalm, saying, "Why do I even try?" Thinking to himself, "Why do I even try? Well, I guess it's time for Plan B then." As he would make a Shao clone, and he'll tell the Shao clone the plan. The Shao clone would nod, and I won't tell you the plan, I'll just explain it. Naruto's Shao clone would just walk out just out in the open, and Kakashi would say, Naruto would walk out in the open, and Kakashi would say, "So, Naruto, what, aren't you going to attack me or something?" Naruto would just shrug his shoulders, and he would just go on the tree and just read. Kakashi would just go up to Naruto and say, "So you're not trying to get the bells?" Naruto would say, "Kakashi-sensei, why do we even bother? I tried to work together with Sakura and Sasuke, but all they're thinking is that I will take the bells for myself. And Sasuke has too much of an ego, while Sakura is just a fangirl of Sasuke that will do anything Sasuke does. To be honest, even if Sakura had a job to be the diversion, I bet she won't even give me and Sasuke any good openings." And Kakashi would just nod in agreement, saying, "To be honest, I agree. Most Konoichis these days are just rambling about, are just being fangirls or whatsoever, not even going to be in a care or take training seriously." Well, and Naruto would say, "Well, Kakashi-sensei, I guess my time is up distracting you." As Kakashi would say, What? As the chakra would poof, and Naruto and Kakashi would look behind them to see Naruto just had has a bell in his hand and just reading his book about Eri Uzumaki. Naruto would say, Kashi-sensei, to be honest, I want to see how would they react if I get one bell, and I would like to see if Sasuke and Sakura will actually work together to get the bell. Well, don't worry, they won't hear the actual point of this task since there's already some sound seals around us. So they won't really hear what we're talking about, so see ya. As Kakashi would say, well, you got the bells, doesn't make it take it away from you. Naruto's corn would glow yellow, and he would say, do you want me to rewind you back to a baby? As Kakashi would say, no. And Naruto this is just a threat, okay? This is just a threat. Because if he just rewinds Kakashi to a baby, he's just going to pass out and is pretty low in chakra. Kakashi knows this, but he doesn't want to be... He knows that this is a threat, but Kakashi thinks that he's a pretty good liar. And deception is pretty much key. As Kakashi would say, alright. Well, you go on to your reading. Naruto would just agree, and he would just put barrier seals around him and some sound seals around him, and he could read peacefully. And just for bragging, he put one of the bells. Just for bragging, he just showed a bell that he had in that barrier seal. Just for bragging. Just to brag in front of Sasuke and Sakura. In the end, Sasuke would still be in that headhunter jutsu, and Sakura would still be in that genjutsu, and we'll think that Sasuke is a talking head now. Instead of Naruto, Sakura will be the one who will be tied up in that post. Kashi would say, alright. Alright, so Naruto would look at Kakashi, say, yeah, Kakashi-sensei, would you please mind telling me what the real test actually was? Naruto would say, okay, it's alright. The point of this test was teamwork, you brats. Kakashi would switch up, saying, Naruto, you've got to. Don't you think that's a bit rough? Naruto would say, nope. No. Kashi would say, no. Let me just restart that. Restart. Kashi would say, alright, so you two will not go back to the academy. As Sasuke and Sakura would sigh in relief. Kakashi would say, I'm dropping you out of the whole ninja program. As tension would soon to rise, Sakura and Sasuke would say, what about Naruto? Naruto would just show a bell, and Kakashi would say, well, Naruto, would you like to explain what the test was really about? Naruto would say, alright, the test was about teamwork, you brats. As Kakashi would switch up, saying, yeah, you took it a little bit too far. As Sakura would say, teamwork? Kakashi would say, yes, it was all about teamwork. Sasuke, you're too much of an egotistical person and thinking that everyone's below you, which is actually not true. There are a lot of people that are stronger, and you should work hard, not just relying on your prodigy skills. And Sakura, you're too focused on Sasuke, you didn't even want to listen to Naruto, even though he had a good explanation on why we should use teamwork and the true meaning of the test. Same goes for you, Sasuke. Naruto tried to explain what the test was really about, but you just simply ignored him. And thinking that he would take the bells for himself. have to go. And Sasuke, don't feed Sakura or else you're going to fail. Or else, oh yeah, I'll give you guys another chance. Well, you guys go eat. And Sasuke, don't feed Sakura or else you're going to fail with her. Sasuke would nod and Kakashi and Naruto would leave. And they're at a park and they're just sitting on a bench. Kakashi would ask, so Naruto, do you think that Sasuke would feed Sakura? Naruto would say, I'm not really sure, to be honest. But I think Sasuke will feed her. The chances are slim of Sasuke feeding her, but I only want to go to another team. Kakashi would just say, all right. So Naruto, could you give me one of those candy apples, please? As Kakashi would ask, and Naruto would say, sure. I mean, I could make more at home. As Kakashi would say, wait, you make these at home? As Naruto would nod, saying, yeah. As Kakashi would say, no wonder I never really saw these treats around the village. As Naruto would nod, saying, yeah, I make these by my own. And they're really delicious too, in my opinion. As Kakashi would eat one, and it was really delicious. As Kakashi would say, Naruto, you gotta teach me your recipe. It's really good. As Naruto would say, yep, I know, right? As Kakashi would say, well, we should go check. After a few more hours of eating and talking, Kakashi would say, so Naruto, I think we should check on Sasuke and Sakura now. Naruto would nod in agreement, saying, yeah, I think we should go. Kakashi and Naruto would go back to see if Sasuke fed Sakura for the teamwork to pass the test. And that's where we're going to leave off, guys. Today's going to be a triple upload or a double upload. I don't really know, but well, guys, this is Wife Rally signing off. This is going to be the end of the video. Well, this is Wife Rally signing off. Bye.